Hello, welcome back. This is going to be the third video solving past exam papers on integrals. What I think these problems are challenging for students, so it's better to solve and keep it as a resource. So the first question, it says the definite integral from 1 to 9 e the power of square root of x over square root of x dx. So first we have to integrate it and then we'll evaluate. So to integrate this function, we can apply substitution method. We can take the exponent part as u square root of x, the exponent of the e. So when you derive both sides, du will be 1 over 2 radical x dx. Now as you see, when I take the exponent part as u, what remains? Dx over radical x remains. So I can get it here. If I multiply both sides by 2 du will be square root of dx over square root of x. Then the evaluation, okay, let us completely convert everything. When x is equal to 1, because x varies from 1 to 9, when x is equal to 1, bring and insert 1 here, u value will be also 1, square root of 1. When x is equal to 9, u value will be 3, because when you insert 9 in place of square root of x here, in place of x, if you insert 9, you'll get 3. Therefore now the integral completely will be changed from 1 to 3. Then the 2 keep it outside, e the power of u du. You know, square root of dx over radical x, okay, everything will be 2 du, so the 2 kept outside. This integral will be 2 e the power of u 1 to 3. The evaluation is from 1 to 3. Then this is equal to, keep the 2 outside and substitute 3 first, it will be e cube minus, and then substitute 1, it will be e the power of 1. So the answer will be 2 bracket e cube minus e will be the answer, which is D. The second one, which one of the following is the integral again? The integral x plus ln of x plus 1 the whole over x plus 1 square dx. This is a bit longer and a bit challenging, I think, for grade 12 students. For college students, hopefully it will be easier. So we can write this one as x over x plus 1 square dx plus the integral ln of x plus 1 over x plus 1 square. We can separate. Since it is plus at the middle here, we can give the denominator for each addend and we can separate. Next step, to integrate, we can follow two different steps. For this one, another one method we can apply. For this one, another method. So let's do it one by one in different color. First part, we can take by substitution u is equal to x plus 1. When you derive it, du is equal to dx. But when u equal to x plus 1, you know, the denominator part will be replaced by u and dx is the same as du, but the upper part, the x, is not replaced. So we can get from here the x is equal to u minus 1. So the integral will be now u minus 1 over u square du, which is equal to this u square again we can give for each part. This u, it can be given for each of them. It's going to be u over u square is 1 over u integral du, don't forget, minus again 1 over u square, that means u the power of negative 2 du. When you integrate this one, ln u minus this integral will be negative 1 over u, that means plus 1 over u will have. Okay, this is equal to ln u means ln of x plus 1 plus 1 over x plus 1. Keep it. This is the integral of the first part. So we need to go to the second page for the second part. Okay, the second part, it is the integral ln of x plus 1 the whole over x plus 1 square dx. This time again we can apply by part method. We can take u is equal to ln of x plus 1, and when you derive both sides, wait a minute, this must be plus 1, and when you derive du is equal to this derivative is just 1 over x plus 1. And we can take dv, the other part, like 1 over x plus 1 the whole square, means it is x plus 1 the power of negative 2. We can write it, when you bring it up, it will be the exponent negative. So when you integrate this one, it's going to be negative 1 over x plus 1. This integral will be negative of 1 over x plus 1. Okay, now let us integrate it. Let's apply by part. The integral will be, this integral will be, first we'll multiply the 2 and then to the left. So it's going to be ln of x plus 1 over x plus 1, but don't forget there is negative, because when you multiply there is negative here, minus the integral, I will multiply the 2, but minus minus will be plus, so 1 over x plus 1 square dx. This is going to be plus. You know, when you multiply there is a negative here, don't forget it again. This is over. Again, this is the same as like u the power of negative 2, so when you integrate it, it will be negative of ln of x plus 1 the whole over x plus 1 minus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, this is the second part of the integral. Don't forget what we have before. Previously we had this thing, and now we have this one, so I can bring this one to the first part. So when you connect it, I'll write it plus negative of okay, let me write it up at the top of it with the other color, negative of ln of x plus 1 over x plus 1, then minus 1 over x plus 1 I have. So I will add these two together, because it's plus, as you see here, the two will be added. So when we add, look, try to see these two, one plus and minus will cancel each other, so what remain? These two will remain. Okay, so we need to go to the third page. Negative of ln of x plus 1 over x plus 1 plus ln of x plus 1. We do have this now. This is the same as over 1. We can apply crisscross or whatever we can say. When you multiply the 2, it will be negative of ln of x plus 1 plus, when you multiply the 2, x plus 1 times ln of x plus 1, then the whole over x plus 1. Again, ln of x plus 1. If we take out common, let me use another color here. If we take ln of x plus 1 as a common, ln of x plus 1, then in bracket what remain? X plus 1 minus 1. The whole over x plus 1 remain, so negative 1 and plus 1 will cancel each other, so finally x times ln of x plus 1 the whole over x plus 1 plus c will be remaining. Yeah, it's very long and challenging problem. That's why I'm solving it here, just to show how to solve. It's not necessarily for grade 12, this will help for college students too. So the answer will be, as you see, it is D. Question number 2 is a bit challenging. Let's go to the next part. The third one, it's easier. It says the integral, just integral of the integral of x square root of 1 minus x square dx. We can apply substitution. You can take u is equal to 1 minus x square. When you derive du is equal to negative 2x dx, but we need only x dx, so that I have to divide by negative to both sides, so negative half of du is equal to x dx. Therefore completely this integral will be negative half keep outside, u the power of 1 over 2 du remain. You know, square root of u means the u value is already here, it is it will be half, so this is equal to negative 1 over 2. When you integrate, it will be u to the power of 3 over 2 over 3 over 2, that means times 2 over 3. I can do it over 3 over 2 there, but when you flip it over times 2 over 3 it will be, then plus c will be there. Then we can cancel the 2, so what remain now? Negative 1 over 3, and what's u? Get it back, 1 minus x square plus c, the whole the power of 3 over 2, don't forget, because the power of 3 over 2 here. So the answer will be A. Okay, the fourth one for this video, the fourth question, the derivative of a function given to us. F derivative of x is equal to e the power of x minus 1 plus 3x square minus 1 over x. We have this, the derivative of a function, and don't forget f of 1 is given also, which is 5. So we need to find what's f of x exactly. F of x is the same as the integral of the derivative of the function. Okay, when you integrate a given function, the derivative of a given function, it will give you the original. Derivative and integral, the reverse process of each other. That means when we integrate e the power of x minus 1 plus 3x square minus 1 over x dx, it will give us f of x. So what will be f of x? Let's integrate it. The integral of e the power of x minus 1 will be as it is, x minus 1, plus the integral of 3x square will be just x cube, because plus 1 when you make it will be cube, over 3 when you make the coefficient will be cancelled, minus ln of x. Plus there will be some constancy, but there is something given, another thing here. F of 1 is equal to 5, it says. That means when I insert now 1 in place of every x, I will insert 1. So it will be 1 minus 1, which is 0. That means e the power of 0 means 1, plus 1 cube is again 1, minus ln 1 is 0, plus c, which is equal to 5. It's given to us. F of 1 is equal to 5, it's given to us here. So I replace 1 in place of x everywhere, and then make it equal to 5. So 1 plus 1 will be 2. 2 plus c is equal to 5 means, so c is equal to 3. By reshuffling, we can get the c. So everything what we did until now is just to get the c. The function f of x is here. Don't forget, we got it already. But this one, it contains c. But what is that constancy? To get the c, f of 1 given to us. So we got the c 3. So which choice containing this thing? I think it is choice D. That's going to be the fourth question. The fifth one, again, it's a rational function, the integral, definite integral from 1 to 2, x plus 4 over x into x plus 2. This one we have to first of all decompose. Okay, decomposition or partial fraction. Integration by partial fraction will be applied. So I can say a over x plus b over x plus 2 is equal to a times x plus 2 plus b times x, which is equal to x plus 4. I will take only the numerator part. So when x is equal to 0, when I take x is equal to 0, this will be cancelled. 2a is equal to 4 because I will insert 0. So a value is equal to 2. And when x is equal to negative 2, because I can make the a zeros, the a part, negative 2b is equal to 2, so b is equal to negative 1. Therefore, this integral will be from 1 to 2, the a value is 2, so 2 over x dx, plus the integral, again from 1 to 2, the second part is negative 1 over, so that I can make here minus 1 over x plus 2 dx. This is equal to ln of, I can say 2 times ln of x from 1 to 2 minus ln of x plus 2 again from 1 to 2. The evaluation is the same. Therefore, the first part only to keep outside. When you insert 2, ln 2 minus ln 1 is 0, so only ln 2 remain, minus again the second part. When you insert 2, it will be ln 4 minus ln 2. You know, minus means divide. Therefore, let us use our space. 2 ln 2 means, you know, 2 square. So when we complete this part only, ln 4 minus ln 2 means just ln of 4 over 2, which is 2. So ln 4 minus ln 2 remain. These two can be an exponent here, which will be ln 4. This is the same as again ln 2. I will divide by according to logarithm rule. So finally the answer will be C. So these are some of selected problem for this video. For sure, hopefully I will be back on additional question in the next video. Thank you for watching.